Hey, what's going on? This is Carlo at 4GQ TV, and I have our panelist Paul on the interview as well. And today we're interviewing Atomic Elbow, who is coming out with a fantastic game on August 19th. As you can see the screen behind me, that's the name of the game. So, just to get started, can you introduce yourselves? Tell us a little bit about how you got to where you are today.
You go first.
Sure. Hello, everybody. I'm Simon Jacoby. I've been working on the combat systems and the AI mostly, and I joined Atomic Elbow about 3 years ago. Yeah. So I'm 50% of the development team.
Yeah, and interesting, the other 50% of the development team is myself, Eric, and I work most on the aesthetics and the store and the graphical part of the game. Yeah, I've been employed for about 3 years as well into this game.
Wow.
So we are located in Sweden.
Yeah.
In the ass end of Sweden, and as a small indie team developing this game.
We're actually a couple of people more. We're the primary developers, but we have 4 other people that serve us coffee and warm our pillows and does some bug testing and stuff like that.
Oh wow. So yeah, so when you say small development team, it is really a small development team, and it's amazing for what you put out because I know there's not much I can say right now, but from what I've seen, at least in the trailer, the game looks very polished for an indie game, and you have done a fantastic job on this, by the way. Fantastic job. There's a lot of humorous moments, a lot of great writing in this, and it seems like the combat and the different aspects of the games that what you might find is excellent. It's very well thought out and very well put. So congratulations on that. How long did it take you to develop the game? Maybe from coming up with the idea to actually getting the game to where it is now?
Maybe 3.5 years.
Yeah, something like that, 3.5 years.
So we've been, we are both programmers, basically. So most of the graphical assets you see, we have bought on the Unity asset store. And the same goes for music and most of the content stuff, but all the game design and programming and stuff we've done. And we're using Unity as our engine, which is a really nice engine.
Yeah, so basically the process has been come up with an idea, discuss it, try to implement it, figure out, well, this sucks, let's do something else and try it out and find a new mechanic. So it's a very iterative process and very agile. How do you say it in English?
Agile.
Yeah, agile.
Yeah.
Development process. So we had this starting idea of a hack and slash, kind of fun game, just slaughtering some orcs and demons and whatnot. And then it kind of evolved from there. Oh, we gotta have this antagonist. Oh yeah, of course. And we gotta have this hero. And you always have a hero in the game for whatever reason. And how do we do with voice acting? Well, let's try a narrator. Yeah, a narrator would be cool. And we try that out and stuff. So it's that kind of process involved. And then it's just a matter of oh, we need some cool looking trees. And as I said, we looked up a cool asset with trees. Oh, this looks amazing, and we implement it and that kind of stuff. But we always try to how do we say it? Evaluate the stuff we've done, and is this fun enough? Okay, how do we improve?
Yeah,
and stuff. So the story, it's from the beginning, it was not a very straight line. It was a very curvy road, but we straightened out more and more as we went along.
Yeah. And we also, I don't know where this came from, but we realized that, this game in its basic form has been done a lot. So one twist that we put on it is that we pretty much make fun of a lot of things that's in this particular genre. And that's, that's one of the things that I think makes Sir Whoopass stick out compared to a lot of other titles.
That becomes very self-evident in the trailer. Yeah, from the beginning.
Yeah.
I will be looking at those water textures closely, guys. So I hope you got that right.
Yeah, we polish them very
Yeah.
very much.
Yeah. They're the finest water textures money can buy.
So when it came to the title of the game, Sir Whoopass, which is hysterical in the title. I mean, it speaks humor, volumes of humor. How did that title come to be? Did that title come before the game, or did that title come during development of the game?
I think it was actually you who came up with the name, because it was pretty much unnamed for a while, and then we're like, we gotta have a name for this game.
It was actually Thomas who came up with it.
Was it?
Yes.
It was the other guy. All right.
Yeah.
I don't remember it.
So the thing was that we had a lot of the ideas that we had, because we were not very original. A lot of the ideas that we had when we Googled them, they were already taken. So a lot of, like, I don't know, Black Knight, and then there was, I don't know how many different names. We checked maybe 20 different names, and then I think it was Thomas who said, why not just, because you just go around whooping ass in this game. Sir Whoopass, that's it, simple.
Yeah, pretty much.
And nobody had taken that name. So I don't know why.
And like I said, I just watched the trailer, so I hear Sir Whoopass, and I'm going, okay, what's it going to be? And the first thing I see is a guy running for his life like a sissy, screaming. It's like, oh, okay, this is off to a good start. I want to know which one of you guys screamed the scream for the girl for the night. I was wondering.
Someone had to do it. I'm like, all right, I'll do it. Yeah.
One of the things the person who reviewed it for us on our show is that he spoke about the voice acting. He enjoyed it a lot. So I'm a little curious. Did you do the voice acting in-house, or did you look outside for that?
Yeah, it's an external work.
Yeah.
We put it out there. We were like, we didn't have the time really. We have the technology to do it and stuff, but we didn't have the time. So we're like, well, just get a guy to do it. And we found this amazing guy online.
What's his name? Is this Richard?
Yeah, I think his name is Richard something. On Fiverr, basically, we found him and employed him. He's done a very good job. So we write the script and put it out there, and he really personified that voice, really.
He really brought the game to life.
Yeah.
Really, really good. So,
And that's amazing.
Because actually we had this idea from the beginning, like, yeah, we gotta have voice acting, we gotta have different voices and stuff. And then we realized the amount of work we need to do with lip syncing and characters and voices and all. We got, just do a narrator instead. Well, yeah, let's do a narrator. And it worked tremendously good. So we kind of adjusted the script and the story along that line, and it became even better than initially.
We also realized that all the characters in the game would have a terrible Swedish accent. So,
yeah.
And we actually considered maybe that would be fun, but we really realized it will probably just be annoying in the end.
Sometimes that line between fun and annoying can be a very thin line,
Definitely.
Indeed.
So I know the game is going to launch on Steam, and I have questions because this game just looks fantastic. I am definitely going to support it as well. Do you have any plans to port this in the future to other systems? Any talks about that?
I think it depends on how the sales go, basically. So we have discussed it internally, but it all comes down to the sales, basically, I think.
Since we're indie and stuff, we need a lot of resources to port it to the platforms, but we have the knowledge and stuff. It's just a matter of time and money, basically.
Okay. Yeah, so if anybody's watching this interview later, please go support this game, because this game is just a lot of fun. And I can only imagine if this game had, in the future, achievements or trophies, like how humorous you guys could make that out to be with the way this game is stylized.
We actually have achievements implemented in the game, a lot of silly ones as well. So you definitely got to check that out.
Yeah.
Is there so one thing that I was looking at with the game, and I'm curious about this, is there controller support?
No, not in the initial release. We have partial control support, but since we haven't implemented fully, then it will come in the first update for the game. We're planning a major update to the game about
6 weeks into release, I believe.
Yeah,
maybe earlier, depends whatnot.
But that was one of the things we had to prioritize way to be able to release it sooner. So it will come. It doesn't come right. It doesn't have it right now, but it will come.
That's still pretty amazing though, because both of you make up the development team basically, and you put out this fully furnished game that is great, by the way. And then, in the future, you do plan updates on this as well. So that's a pretty big undertaking for two people to get all this done. So I hope that the people that are getting the coffee and warming up the pillows do a great job, because we want to see more in this game for sure. And then, my next question would be obviously future content or DLC. And maybe that depends as well on how the initial release goes.
Yeah,
we have a lot of more story to tell and a lot of more things to explore and do and whatnot. It's just a matter of, okay, we gotta cut some content right now for the initial release, and then we can build upon later for DLCs and upcoming releases. Talking about multiplayer, all that good stuff is ready to being developed, but it depends on the initial sales, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Easter eggs. That's one of my favorite questions on this, right? So I'm sure there's a lot of Easter eggs in this, but what really sticks out to both of you? Like, is there something special in this game that you intentionally put in that comes back to you in a sense, or something that you love, a story that you like, anything like that?
There is a pretty big Easter egg if you played our previous game.
Yeah, actually. Yeah, there's one Easter egg, some assets, and then a few characters are named after people close to us in the team and friends and whatnot, sort of that. And some, I guess, a lot of things in certain dialogues are referenced to other games and other kind of tropes in this kind of genre, kind of those kind of Easter eggs. I don't want to spoil them all, but
yeah,
they come in that sort of form.
From what I've seen, I was hoping you'd go out and grab some stuff from outside the game and bring it in just as a little, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff from the real world that does not belong in a fantasy game. That is there. Yeah, so you're gonna.
I think having a narrator would give you a lot of freedom for some of that too. I think. I don't know if I'm right. I haven't seen the game, but yeah, I would think having a narrator lets you just pull in little comments and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and as I said previously, it's a thin line between getting it in the spirits of the game and getting it too much, basically.
Yeah.
We always try to balance that. So we always have discussion if we have a crazy idea. It's is this too crazy, or can we really put this stuff in the game? And the answer is more often it's yeah.
There you go.
Let's see what happens, and it usually turns out great. So
there's some stuff that we planned that we didn't really have time to do, everybody hates escort quests, right? Because whenever you do an escort quest, you always have to be very careful so they don't die, and it's always a pain in the ass because they are all stupid and they run crazily into combat and stuff like that, usually. So we want to do a trope on that, but it didn't make the cut in the game, but the idea was that you would have an escort quest, and then when you when you reach the destination, the guy that you were escorting would be crushed by a wind bridge in the end.
So your mission failed, even though
Yeah.
you made it. That kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a lot of. We also have, not to spoil too much, but there's a sewer level, because every game always needs a sewer level.
Gotta have that. Yeah.
So in the game, do you have any favorite villains or monsters? Are there any, also, you know, while I'm asking this question, are there any secret characters that people have to go out of their way to find?
No.
Well, there is one kind of secret character actually, and one item that you can get.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. I don't know. Should I spoil it? The item should I spoil, I guess, but not
You
where.
can find it pretty early in the game, so maybe it's a safe spoil.
Yeah, there is a mount in the game.
Yeah.
That's kind of kept away. It's not really hidden, but it's secluded, I guess you can say.
Yeah.
And that's if you explore a bit, you'll find it, and it's a tremendously fun time when you find it. But not really a character in that sense, but a few weapons.
Yeah.
We have hid in a lot of strange places that you can find.
My tip for the viewers is to go search for toilet brushes.
Yes. That's a good tip.
Yeah.
Oh, this is awesome. I honestly can't wait to actually experience it on release. I'm super excited to play this. And I really can't wait for the updates in the future as well. Is there any messages that you want to get out there for people that are looking forward to playing this, or maybe people that are watching this for the first time?
We just hope you have a great time playing the game. It's a really, it's been a really fun time for us developing it, and we hope it shines through for the game.
Yeah.
For the gamer.
Yeah, it sounds like y'all had fun putting it together, and I'm sure that humor, at least from what I've seen, definitely comes through the game. So yeah. So I mean, I'm looking forward to it too, and you know.
Great.
So
Awesome.
I cannot wait to get my hands on this game. I'm jealous of Jeepers that he already got to play it. So
That's great to hear.
Yeah, you know, he is so secretive about it too when it comes to like different things. He won't even tell us anything because he wants us to play it as well. He thinks that this is one of the greatest indie games that he's experienced so far, based on this genre. Yeah, he really thinks of this game highly. So yeah. So,
well, I understand why, because there are some the game is open world, but it progresses in a slightly linear fashion because we want to present stuff in the correct way for the user at some point, like cutscenes and whatnot. So I understand why he don't want to spoil certain things, because a lot of those surprise, like what the fuck moments, is a huge part of the game. So yeah, I understand why he's so secretive about it.
and I like games like this for those moments. The same way I like movies that'll make me go, "What the?" You know, because that gets my attention. That means I've seen something that I really wasn't expecting. That's what I want to see. You know.
Yeah, true.
So is there, as far as things that you can talk about right now, because I know it hasn't released yet, but is there any items that you can talk about in the game that you want to tell people about, that you maybe relate to, or think that there's a great connection with humor on an item?
Yeah, you can tell them about your favorite feature, favorite item, I guess you can call it.
Yeah, so in the game, we don't have health potions. Instead, we have gnomes that you have to catch and then eat.
Like your main source of protein.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, there's my first "what the fuck" moment right there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a very fun part, actually.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorites as well, actually.
Yeah.
Wow,
So,
that's hysterical. How did you think of that? I'm curious. How did that come up?
I believe was your idea, actually.
Actually, Dennis' idea.
Was it Dennis' idea? I remember everything. Yeah.
So basically, what happened was that we had implemented a crafting system, and yeah, you basically had to go out and pick flowers and stuff to be able to craft like health stuff and things like that. And then a friend of mine, he looked at that and he said that doesn't really fit the theme. Like Sir Whoopass, what is a knight going in a shiny armor and big weapons going outside and picking flowers? He should like eat gnomes and bite their head off and carry them in a little net and stuff like that.
And we're like, yes, let's implement that.
Yes. So we actually cut the crafting system and then added stuff like this instead because it was a lot more fun. Nobody wants to pick flowers, but everybody wants to bite the head of a gnome.
Yeah, that's ingenious. I've never seen that before in a game, so that's definitely genius as far as a mechanic and helping his health in a sense. Now, the other question I have for you is that a lot of times, you know, from when I've interviewed people before and they make a video game, sometimes they throw in like different landscapes or different maybe items from the country that they're from or from childhood or something like that. So I know that both of you are from a very beautiful country, Sweden. I've been there myself and I think it's very beautiful. Did you put anything in there that relates to Sweden or Swedish lore, anything like that?
Yes, actually. One kind of thing that got very late into the game and is really, really fun. Should we talk about that enemy, I guess? Or you may be thinking of something else. I was talking about one enemy we have actually is named after our king.
Yeah.
In Sweden. Which you have to slay.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff, I guess.
So, sorry about that.
Somebody's going to be getting phone calls soon after the game releases. Yeah.
National security.
I mean, that's kind of neat though, because you're taking somebody who, in a sense, you know, taking maybe an image or a legend of an individual and making them mythical. So in a sense, that's like a really cool thing because for years to come, that name, that legend, that myth is going to be in this game for forever, which is really cool. And that's the kind of stuff that I really enjoy about video games is that you can take something from the present and stick it in here. And in the future, if this, you know, more people play it, you know, 10, 15 years down the line from now, they'll have that reference of somebody from this time and present in, you know, a fictional video game. And that's really cool that you did that. I think that's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, I never thought about it that way, actually. That's great.
Yeah. So is there something?
It's a tribute, maybe, I guess, in a sense. Yeah.
There's also a grenade launcher named after him.
Yeah, that's the one I was thinking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that's also pretty cool, having a weapon of like this really a knight. Yeah, that's awesome. That's just so creative. Paul, did you have any questions?
No, I'm good. I'm just looking forward to this game. Can't come soon enough. Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
All
So,
right.
oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say that I hope you have a great time when you play the game, because we had a great time making it.
Oh, I'm already following your Facebook page, so you'll definitely get some updates from me, I'm sure, as I'm going through the game.
Great.
Thanks.
I might even stream it on my show for Xbox, the Ambassador program that I do when it comes out. Even though it's not on Xbox, we are allowed to stream that stuff. So
That's great.
Sounds awesome.
So for everybody who watches this, the game Sir Whoopass releases on August 19th. Any specific time on August 19th, or is it like a 12 a.m. Eastern kind of release time?
Yeah, I think it's 12 a.m. Eastern.
Yeah.
Because we're a different time zone. I don't know exactly when it happens.
It's 6 o'clock in Sweden. Then you can Google it from there.
Okay, and
So
also
that's gonna be about noon our time, I think. So
Yeah, that sounds about right.
and also wishlist this game. Wishlist this game on Steam. You need to wishlist this game.
so August 19th is just Friday. I guess I know what I'm doing this weekend. So
Awesome.
So before we get out of here, anything else that you want to tell anybody that could be watching this?
Oh, no, not really. Other than it's just a fun game to play. We had, as you said, a fun time developing, and there are planned updates and more silly stuff to come in the future. So
Yeah.
we really hope we can get it out there for you guys.
We will be opening a Discord as well, right?
Yes.
So you can give us your feedback if you have any issues or suggestions or whatever. Eric will handle all of that while I drink coffee.
And get back.
Yeah.
And the warm pillow, right?
and the warm pillow, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, if you keep forgetting to give credit to the guy who does the warm pillow and comes up with these great ideas for the game, your pillow may not be so warm. So
we gotta put it.
Yeah.
You know, a warm pillow would make a great shield, possibly in the future.
Yeah, that's a great idea, actually. Soft pillow.
It doesn't work if it's cold, but if it's warm, it could work.
Right.
Yeah, you gotta heat it up first.
Yeah.
So you'll have to see if we put that in the major updates.
Yeah, the shield. Pillow. Yeah, that's great. Actually, we should.
Okay, if that ever shows up, we're gonna know where that came from. We're gonna be able to go,
That's
hey,
awesome.
Carlo thought of that. That was all Carlo, man.
That's so cool. That would be so awesome.
We had some when we first released the trailer, we said that it was a dragon. And then there became a discussion in the thread on the YouTube video that it wasn't a dragon, it was a wyvern. It was very important.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So we actually put that in the game.
Yeah, we put that joke in the game.
Yeah.
That's
Awesome.
great.
It's very important for some people, apparently, that it's name your creatures correctly.
You know,
Something
that
tells
just-
me sitting around the development table with you guys was a total blast. There was a lot of laughter going on the whole time.
Yeah, a lot of time. It's a great.
Yeah.
There's some crying as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tears of joy, indeed.
Yeah.
So if you really want to throw people off, you could put a dog in the game and just call it reference it as a cat. You know, that would really throw some people.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Well, this has been a really fun time talking to you guys, and it's something I'm really looking forward to. I can see that you both have a lot of humor and great vibes, and I'm sure this transitions to your game as well, which is I mean, it's going to be a lot of fun to play. I just got to put it at that. So, Paul, anything else before we wrap up?
No, I'm good. No, I'm good. It's been great. A lot of fun. You guys are totally great interview. And if I ever make it to Sweden, I'm looking you guys up.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, absolutely. Well, to everybody watching, thanks for watching on 4GQ TV, and wishlist this game, play this game, leave your comments, feedback, join the Discord, and look for updates, and tell everybody to play this game. And everybody, thank you for watching. Talk to you guys next time.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.